What is going on, guys? We are back.
We are back! We are back!
After an extended YouTube hiatus, we are back with another very highly requested video. In today's episode, we are going to be going over how to build my exact customized day trading setup that I use on a day-to-day basis inside the Webull desktop app. I'm going to show you how I build my exact setup from start to finish and go over the exact tools that I use each and every day while trading in the stock market. Let's get into it right now. Now, before we get into actually building this setup, guys, you are going to need to make sure that you head over to Webull.com. This is the brokerage platform that I'm going to be using, and make sure that you download the Webull desktop app. If you'd like to follow along step by step, you are going to make sure that you have this step done, as you are going to need that desktop software in order to build this setup. All right, guys, now before we get into building the setup from scratch, let me go ahead and show you what the finished product looks like. So I'm a very basic trader. I don't need to have a ton of stuff on my setup on a daily basis. Really, my setup is categorized by 5 total charts, and then I have 3 level 2 order books set up for the primary setups that I am looking at. So guys, the way that I really like to trade is a very simple and basic mindset. I don't use many indicators, if any, and I'm really just focused on price action. So price action and level 2 being the biggest components of my trading. I mainly have, like I said, the level 2 order book and the charts that I want to keep my main watches on throughout the day. So I have one primary chart here on the left-hand side, and that's going to be the primary setup. Say if I'm in one main trade that I'm truly really focused on, I'm going to have that setup marked on this screen. And then on my 4 additional charts, I'm going to usually have one of the indices, SPY or QQQ, whichever the stock that I'm trading is usually related to. And I'm going to have my additional watches that I'm focused on for that day. All right, now that we've got Webull Desktop downloaded and I've shown you guys what my setup looks like as the finished product, we are going to go ahead and build this setup from scratch in under 5 minutes. So the first thing you guys are going to want to do, you're going to open up Webull Desktop and you're going to be brought to this screen right here. You're going to go ahead and head over to the left-hand side and hit the customized blue paintbrush. Once you get to that screen, you're going to click the blank layout button. This is going to give you your blank canvas. This canvas is going to be used to build your day trading setup from scratch. All right, guys, the first step, I'm going to come over here to the top right-hand corner and hit add widgets. You're going to bring this add widgets tab over here and you're going to hit the chart. This is going to allow you to add charts to your blank setup. I'm going to go ahead and add all 5 charts that I want on my screen and then exit out of that. All right, guys, now that we've got those charts added to your customized layout, we're going to go ahead and organize them by the region they are going to be taking up on your space. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and enlarge this chart because it is going to be my biggest and my main chart. And that's going to be, like I said, over here on the left-hand side. Now, one little hack that I like to do that is more of an aesthetic pleasure more than anything is I do like to go ahead and hit the right click and go ahead and go down to chart settings. You're going to go over here and hit show grid lines on chart backgrounds and unclick that. That's going to give you that kind of nice aesthetic black background on all of your charts, guys.
It was kind of an aesthetic choice by the architect.
Personally, I prefer to do this on all of my charts because honestly, I just like the way it looks, and I think the candlesticks look cleaner on a daily basis, which, like I said, it's all about personal preference, guys. Everyone's brain is different, and everyone's setup is going to be relatively different, and this is just how I like to set up mine. All right, guys, now that we have our charts looking very aesthetically pleasing, we're going to go ahead and organize them one by one. So like I said, I have my main chart here that I use for the primary setup that I am trading on a daily basis. This is going to be, like I said, over here on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to go ahead and organize my 4 secondary charts, right? So I like to place 2 charts here in the corner. I'm going to drag them down and kind of get them adjusted to the size that I would like. This is, again, a personal preference thing, guys. I'm showing you exactly how I set up my charts, but your brain and what you use to trade on a daily basis may affect this. Personally, I like to have 4 to 5 charts up throughout the day because usually I'm watching different themes in certain sectors, and I really need to kind of have my eyes on things, and I'm just using one single LG ultra-wide monitor. So this is the best way for me to be able to watch everything on a daily basis. All right, guys, once you have your charts organized, the next thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and go back over to this little suitcase in the top right-hand corner on the Webull desktop app and hit add widgets again. And we're going to go ahead and add the order book and level 2 data. I'm going to add 3 of these at once because I'm going to be adding 3 of them to my chart layout. Now, guys, once you have those added, I like to organize these in the middle of my chart setup. This is because I'm going to be using one of these order book and level 2 data setups for each one of my charts that I have open as a primary focus setup. I don't use the level 2 as much on the indices. So if I have like SPY or QQQ up, I'll usually have it over on one of the right-hand secondary charts, just so I can keep an eye on the overall indices and what the overall market is doing. But primarily, guys, I'm going to have these order book and level 2 data up for these individual stocks, which I trade day to day. Now, before you know it, you have a beautiful, simple, and easy to use, especially for beginners, a beautiful day trading setup at your disposal. Now, one hack that I'm going to give you, which is a huge one, is going to be linking each one of these order book and level 2 data to the chart itself. So if you come up here, guys, and hit set as a group, it's this little minus sign in the top right-hand corner of the level 2, and you hit 1. And then you come over to the chart and you hit set as a group and you hit 1. Now your charts and level 2 are in sync. So if you click the level 2 and you hit QQQ, it's going to bring up the QQQ chart on the chart itself, as well as the level 2 at the same time. This can be very helpful because trading is all about speed. Speed is everything. And this one little hack can link all of your charts to your level 2 and order books, which can make the transitioning process from chart to chart absolutely seamless. So guys, the last thing that I am going to do is go ahead and link these last 2 order books to the charts themselves. So I'm going to go up here and set as a group and hit 2. You can pick whichever color and system you like in terms of numbers, but personally, guys, I don't like to be too picky about this. I just do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to have the order book and level 2 data for my primary 3 charts. Like I said, those last 3 charts, guys, I usually like to have SPY and QQQ up on those. So for example, if I'm day trading Tesla and I want to have Tesla up as my main chart and linked to the level 2, and then I want to have a sympathy play like Rivian pulled up, I will have the chart and level 2 pulled up simultaneously side by side, which can make trading sectors and rotations just that much easier. Now, guys, there are a few other tools that I do like to use, such as time of sales, which is also known as the tape. For the purpose of this video, I didn't include that just because as a beginner, if you're just starting to set up your Webull chart, guys, you really just need the bare basics. And I think that level 2 in the charts are a great place to start and will definitely help to not overwhelm you. In this video, like I said, guys, I wanted to make this as simple and easy as possible for someone building their very first setup. All right, guys, I really hope this video as a whole gave you the background and base you need in order to build the perfect day trading setup that helps adjust to your trading style. Like I said, every single person's brain is different and you're going to adjust your setup probably 5 or 10 times according to that. You're going to develop as a trader, and in a sense, your setup is going to develop too. I'm a very simple guy with a very simple thought process, and therefore my setup is that simple. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as it helps out the channel a ton. We'll see you soon. Peace.